Can you hear me now? And it is a toad joining us live. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Please let me know if you can hear me now. I'm trying to run everything myself. So I need to know. All right, hold on. Yay, a voice. All right, we have sound. Perfect. Okay, so tonight, like I said, I'm running the show all by myself because unfortunately Marty can't join us tonight, my partner in crime. So my apologies, but such is the life that we lead in these days and times. So I thought I would work on a couple vehicles here. Let me get them out of the way. So it's an effort to our 13 days to 13 hours. Hey, I got it right on the first try. We are working on this one of these vehicles. This is going to be the our version of the sedan that you will see in the movie. Here, let me get it centered better. Deal with me. I'm working under 2 screens, 3 computers, yada, yada, yada. Okay. All right. And then once I'm done with that one, we're going to do this one as well. This is the SUV. These models come from Pimp My Ride. These models come from Footsore Miniatures North America. I want to shout out to Tim. Thank you very much for supplying these to us. A couple episodes ago on the podcast, I thought that Tim had reversed the charges when I ordered them. Thought maybe they were out or something, not available. But to my surprise, lo and behold, they showed up. And so Footsore Miniatures North America is now a proud member of the 13 Days, the 13 Hours team. So we have many people working on this project. We've got Sarissa Precision, we've got Blacksite Studios, we've got Spectre Miniatures, we've got Radio Dish Dash for rolls and some miniatures as well. So we've got all kinds of people going here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime these babies up real quick. Hope you guys are having fun. If you can have fun in a health emergency, pandemic, if you will. So I'm going to set up my impromptu paint booth, which is just a cardboard box. Yes, I'm painting it in this room. I know health and safety and all that blah, blah, blah. All
gray spoon, or I'll go with the gray. Do I got lifer juice? No, I've got Pellegrino Blood Orange. It's a little warm in the studio tonight, so I am gonna go on a cool side. I'm all out of Starbucks mochas, so you know life is definitely hindering us. Our first world problems. I'm out of mochas. So I hope you guys, the ones that backed the North Hag Kickstarter, exciting news. They sent out a PDF of their rulebook. I read it this morning in my self-isolation. At the fireside. And yes, I'm spray painting in the house. Crap, that was too much. Health and safety. That's all right. I also already have fumes from the resin printer going off. Because what I was saying about the North Hag rules is I read them, which inspired me to do play testing so we can talk about it. Guess I could open a window. What are you going to prime it with? It's Citadel Color Gray Seer Model Paint, the one that Gaz made me buy when we bought all the freaking paints. But anyways, I printed up some 6mm tanks to start with for the British Army on the Rhine. Excuse me as I walked away from the camera real quick, because I left it on the counter in the other room. But I printed it in 6mm. It was originally a 15mm. Let me see if I can get that in camera for you. Rattle can in the house. No bueno. Ha ha ha. Live dangerously. So here it is. Let me get it under the camera for you, hopefully. Look at that. Centurion. 6mm. First test print. Details all right. I shrunk it down from a 15mm to 6mm because I wanted to try the ranges at 6mm. So resin printer, it took 2.5 hours to print 9 Centurions. Or Challengers. Whatever these tanks are. The British ones. Whatever they are. Challengers? Is it a Challenger? I'm not up on British armor. So I'm waiting on the cars to prime up. We're probably going to go with some paints. We're going to fancy them up a little bit. I need to get this one. And this one. So, chieftains. Yes, chieftains. That's it. Put on your mop gear. Yeah, I could put on my gas mask while I'm priming in the house. So we're going to use these color paints right here for painting the SUV, the first one, and then the sedan. So I'm really looking forward to this North Hag. So we're going to talk about it in depth on the Saturday episode. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me make sure I have an airbrush that's clean. I should. Yep. All's functioning, all's well in the world. Okay. Yeah, just chased out the big dog from the fumes. Let me mix these up pretty good. So I printed up, like I said, I probably have approximately 15 chieftains now, and I printed up a whole mechanized platoon in 6mm. You know, they're not the best miniatures, but it gives us something to play with until we get the actual miniatures that come with the Kickstarter. Because, you know, Piers says it's made for 10 or 15mm, but at 6mm you probably get more realistic ranges, especially for moderns. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it on a 6x4 table. So when I'm out of quarantine, Marty, We need to come over and get some of this going. I'll be printing up. I have to find something for a Land Rover because I haven't found anything really for a Land Rover yet. But yeah, be working on some of that. Okay. All right. So I think it's time. Hopefully, let's see, it's dry. Nice thing about these primers, they do dry fast. Let me get that in camera, so bear with me as I get this into camera. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. There we go. All right. Let me get that out of the way. I gotta turn on my compressor. Excuse the noise. So I am using my Badger Extreme Aero 105 tonight. So this came off the birthday celebration last year. I did sign up for the celebration this year from Badger, where they, whatever his age is what you pay for any airbrush. And so I got this one for $55 last year, and it was $56 obviously. And things got away from me. So, all right. Hopefully this paint isn't too goopy. It's been a while since I've used some of this. This is actual airbrushing artists. They use this for like helmets and motorcycles and that kind of stuff. And I need to get the other stuff. Oh, it's right here. I will let you know. Okay, so let's start. I thought about, yes, I'm going to paint the windows because I have a reason. Oops, it's really clogging up there. Let me thin that out a little bit more. I clogged it up a little bit. I did it backwards. Oh. That's no bueno. Where I got my set at? Okay. I need to thin that out pretty good. It's really thick. There we go. Now it's too thin, it's starting to bubble. It's alright. We'll get it to work. There will be APCs and helicopters eventually. There we go. See, these paints here take a little bit more finesse as far as mixing than the other ones, just because of the makeup and design. It's alright, we'll get it. Sorry, guys. Damn it, oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about some of these things is, you know, like the mirrors are metal, the tires are metal, you know, and you're gluing resin. Trying to get this for you guys. I just put my fingerprints in there. Damn it. I figured by the time Jim gets done with us, these cars are going to look like, you know, they've been to hell and back. So... Okie dokie. Alright. That's that one. I need to clean. Probably should have done the white one first, now that I'm thinking about it. It'll make cleaning easier. Something for my 2 RPG guys to aim at. You funny man. Stand by. I'm gonna dump paint all over my carpet. That'd be no bueno. Be one way to get new carpet. I know somebody out there is going, what idiot has carpet in their hobby room where you're painting? That would be me. I like to live dangerously. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. Cleaning, cleaning. Clean that airbrush. Clean that airbrush. You're a hot freaking mess tonight. It must be the paint fumes. What paint fumes? I don't know what you're talking about. I feel grand. Come on. I think I need a new compressor. I don't think this one's outputting the pressure like it used to. Just thinking. It is warm up here today. Should open a window. I might do that as soon as I get done with this here. Our hobby room studio sits up above our garage. It's a secret room, if you will. To have to go through 2 doors to get to it. Pretty cool. I don't feel dazed and confused. I'm clear as mud. Alright. Yeah, I should have done the white first. I should have done the white first. It's alright. It's all good in the hood. Clean your airbrush, see if that helps. I'm cleaning it. It only goes so far. And I just ultrasonic cleaned it. So there, smart ass. I had a valve open on the underside because it has a little valve where you can do a siphon tank on this airbrush, and I didn't realize it was all the way closed, so air was leaking out that way. So that could have been one of the reasons why it wasn't brushing like it should. Seems to be working much better now. Alrighty then. Still got blue. That's alright. It'll actually help with color. And you're like, what? Yeah, it will. You'll see. Other vehicle. White. Now this time I gotta mix properly. Dear Lord. What? Alright. Come on, baby. Okay. All right. Okay. Mixing the paint, mixing the paint. Okay. Kind of hard to see white paint on white paper. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think I need a new compressor. It's just not putting out the PSI. And I thinned that really well. I'll thin it down some more. I almost put that in my orange drink. That would have been no bueno. No good. Did gas finally pass out on us? Yeah, it's like what, 7 here, so it's midnight-ish or past midnight in merry old England right now. Okay. There we go. It's starting to flow better. Much better. So it makes you wonder, what does Jim have in plan for us? What evil deeds is he concocted to stop the rescue of the ambassador? Makes you wonder, don't it? White is definitely a hard color to paint. Shit. And if you're not careful and keep your airbrush moving, you're going to pull it. And when you do that, it looks like shit. Gotta keep it moving. Finger control. I haven't airbrushed in forever and a day. But it's coming back to me. Remember, the farther out you are, the wider your pattern. The closer you are in, the tighter your pattern will be. You can draw fine lines, but you have to be careful you don't overspray. Because overspray will get you every time. Sorry guys, I'm taking it totally out of camera. I don't have anybody here to yell at me. This SUV did come with a lot of extra parts that I chose. Fudge. That I chose not to paint on it, or put on, I should say. Oh, I just got white paint on my blue car. Fuck. That's alright. Of course, it's already dry. You know what? That's alright. I actually don't mind that. Okay. Run a fair, fun, balanced, tense, competitive game. The limit, if my evil agenda is my evil agenda. Okay. Dreamsicle. Hello, Wimmer. Thank you for joining us on this stream. We have many people joining us today. Oh shit! Motherfucker. Sorry, family. I just put a sliver up my nail. Son of a bitch. That hurt. I spilled paint in my lap because I didn't have the cover on my airbrush like I was supposed to. I slid it, I wanted to wipe up the thing. I just shoved a freaking piece of wood under my nail. Mother... Alright, I'm going to leave that like that. Clean my airbrush. Boy, I didn't really need that much. You know what? I'm going to give it another coat real quick. Yep. Even it out a little bit. Alright, I'm having all kinds of malfunctions tonight. I don't know where my lid is, to be honest with you. Better put this airbrush away before I do something dangerous. Bamboo shoots under the nails was Vietnam. Well, let me tell you a little story. When I was a kid, high school age, and I thought I was going to be a spy at some time in my life, I figured, you know, I might as well start doing stupid things to prepare myself for torture. So I used to take toothpicks and shove them under my nails. I used to hold a lighter to my skin. You know, these days you get locked up for that kind of crap. Needless to say, I didn't become a spy. Major malfunction. I don't know what my malfunction is tonight. I think it's a virus. I think it's creeping back. White paint on blue cards. You know, the Chicago Chop Shop. Excellent. I'm usually not this messy. Okay, I am. Let's not kid ourselves. When it comes to painting, I'm a disaster. I mean, at least airbrush painting. I get it everywhere. Put this baby away. You used to. When did it change? What were you trying to do to my beloved core? Your beloved core? Huh? What are you talking about? And that one I don't get, Jim. You'll have to elaborate for us slow people. I wasn't right as a child. Marty and Chris can attest to that. Well, that's going to have to go in the ultrasonic cleaner for a good soak. Alright, let me put this stuff away, put everything back on the screen, and people are quoting Full Metal Jacket. Oh. Gotcha. Sorry, a little slow on the uptake. Okay. We're going to let that set to finish. I gotta fix this baby. Oh no, I just dropped everything. Camera down. Camera down. Well, sorry guys. I don't know what happened. I fucked up. It's because Marty's not here to keep me squared away. Neither is Dawn. Dawn's still at work. Bear with me as I try and refocus the camera here. Just saying. Sorry for the delay. It takes a while to get everything squared away. You done messed up. Yeah, I done messed up. I done messed up big time. All right. Let us fix some windows. So the windows on this baby, I gotta fix this first. This is gonna drive me insane. Look at that. Look what I did. Look what I did. So I'm gonna fix it right now. I'm taking my wet palette from Army Painter, taking a couple dabs of Dooya of the Wicked paints. Let's see, what number is this? This is a size 0. I don't want a 0. This is a size 1 synthetic. Yes. Okay. Wet it. Thin out my paint. And I know this totally ruins everything I just did. But I'm going to work it in. Wet blend it. Wet blend it. If you have good brushes and you're not heavy-handed, you can achieve satisfactory results. I like that. Let me make sure I'm getting it in the camera. Guys, I might zoom out a little bit. Just make it easier to... Yeah, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So bear with me a minute. As I change this. Logitech, Logitech, Logitech. I know it's on the other screen, which I can't see right now. All right, well, I'll have to do it on the screen. No worries. It's easy enough. There's the mouse. There it is. And zoom out. And zoom out. Let's zoom down. Let me fix the balance here where brightness is really cockeyed. Let me restore stuff here real quick, guys. I'm just resetting some things. Make it look better. Focus sucks, though. Autofocus on this thing sucks. I really hate working with this delay because I can't see my computer. I'm looking at the secondary screen. Oh, that looks in focus. Perfect. Rock on. Okay. Alrighty then. So I'm going to use a dark blue contrast paint here. Oh, that's a good one. All right, we're using Pterodon turquoise. Actually, I need a smaller brush. Do do do. This is really green. I don't like it. It's too green. It's too green. Ultramarine blue is too blue. Oh, this might work. Ooh, that looks better. Oh no, I just put that in white paint, you fudge tart. See what happens when you haven't been painting in weeks and weeks and you've let everybody else pick up the slack? Shame on me. Shame on me. Trying to figure out what's the back window on this thing. Is this the window? I would assume that's the window. This is the roof, and that's the window? It's a very small window. Oh, you bastard. See what I'm doing? Boom. Hey, I just put white paint all over my arm. Yay! You're a moron. Yeah, Gaz has really picked up the slack, I have to admit. He truly has. You know what? I think I'm gonna do an aggressive. You don't know us anything, Gaz. I think I'm gonna do a little aggressive contrast here. People are going, what are you doing? Trust me. If it doesn't work, we can start over. So I'm trying to fill in all the, and you don't have to be like 100% on it because you're going to do this. You just want the paint to go into the grooves. Just like yonder. Oh, it's still sticky. Just like that. Get the pull by the mirror. Get the pull by the mirror. Get the pull by... What's the pull by the mirror? Boy, I must be on a different planet tonight. Because I don't know what the hell you people are talking about. So I'm just working it into the lines. Like that. Trying to put some dimension on these here windows. You're right, it did. It's all right, actually. Oops. Just had my G moment and hit the mouse with my enjoy and clicked off the stream. Huh? All right. Winders. Let's see. I need a gray. That's green. Green. Ooh, Griff Charger gray. Which gray should I use? Griff Charger? Let's try this one first. Oh, elbow. Sure it is. All right. It's really blue. It's not very gray. I need gray. I can't even blame it on the paint fumes of Rona. Basilicum is the darker one. Thank you. Gotta leave it to my color advisor there, guys. hate these bottles. I hate these bottles. Sorry guys, I gotta turn this my way. You know I'm an idiot. I just thought of something. Well, I could always reverse the camera so you're not looking upside down and you're looking... Interesting. Kind of like it, actually. It's an interesting effect. Contrast paints definitely do better on miniature areas that have elevations. Flat planes like windows, not so much. It's all right. It's just, yeah, they sure do. Ooh, that's way too much. It's all right. I have a plan. We're going to use our buddies over at Turbo Dork for reflective. That's got to be the window there, because this looks like it's weird. That window should extend down more, but if you look at it, this is the roof. That's the window, because this doesn't look like a window. Interesting. I know it's looking a little rough, but don't you worry. It'll all clean up and be nice and purty. It will, it will. Nice thing about these paints is they're easily cleanable. If you make a little boo-boo, you just wipe it off with your finger. As long as there's not a profile there, just a smooth surface, you're good to go. So, my understanding is that on Sunday, there's another HK Ops episode coming up. Looking forward to it. I really threw a wrench into everybody's project last time. Oh, I really just screwed the pooch on that one, didn't I? It was awesome. Right, that's it for me. Night, folks. Night, Gaz. Have a good one, buddy. Have a good one. Skullback's in the house. What up? Alright, so now I gotta figure out which Turbo Dork I'm gonna use. Not gold, because that looked ridiculous. Blue? I mean, it's gotta be a gray or something. Purple. None of these really... Yeah. Don't know. Let's see, what other paint could I use? I really want to use a Turbo Dork just because of the opacity of them. So... I want to use the blue. It's got a contrast though. It's got a purple. No, it's way too bad. Red. No, it's too much. We'll try this one. Sorry, guys. So we're going to use Turbo Dork 3D glasses. Solid resin sedan? Yes, it is. It's Footsore Miniatures North America. They're modern because Spectre Miniatures was all out of their vehicles. And so we went to our friends over at Footsore, and they had this. So go back, you missed the intro, and then we have the 4Runner type SUV that we're using for like the Mercedes SUV. It's also a solid resin piece. So you might hear the dog start barking here shortly. Dawn just pulled in. We have both been doing extremely long days due to our current world situation. That's interesting. Now, I believe Turbo Dork recommends painting their paints on a dark, preferably black background or underlayer. Man, I kind of like that. It's weird. It goes on this reddish rust color, if you will. This isn't the flaw here. I don't know if you can pick that up. There's a little blib right there. That's, unfortunately, I think I got a little glue spilt there when I was trying to put the mirror on. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now let's just see if I can smooth it out. Okay. What do you think? Now people are wondering, why are you doing all these goofy colors and stuff? Well, first of all, I'm trying to keep it somewhat realistic. But on the other hand, we want it to be high contrast for the miniatures game, so it shows up on camera better, to be honest with you. So that is why. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate that. Dogs are going crazy. Okay. Okie dokie. There's that. Too much. There's that one. I tell you what, this virus really kicks your ass, and I can see why the people who have underlying health issues um, are not doing well. It totally devastates you, fatigue and strength wise. So, hello! Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Dawn is in the house. You hungry?
Yeah.
You want to order something? Hey, we're doing our part to support the local restaurants that are still open.
Right.
You know what? I might make ribs tomorrow. Would you like ribs tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. I'll pull them out of the freezer tonight.
I think I'm just gonna make camp food because I'm hungry.
Okay. Wimmer says hi.
Hi, Chris.
Okay. You know what? I think I need to tone that down just a skosh, though. Where's the noon oil? Noon oil. What time for ribs? 7-ish. But I'm in quarantine.
You think I'm gonna be home at 7?
You better be. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is.
8 o'clock?
Is it really 8 o'clock? Son of a biscuit. So I gonna wrap myself out. So for lunch today, I had an MRE. I had the cheese tortellini one, which was pretty darn good. The chocolate peanut butter spread was pretty good. The vanilla pudding, well, I'm not a fan of vanilla pudding at all, and it was really good. Didn't like the trail mix though. It was just pretzel bits. Anybody knows me knows I hate pretzels. And it was pretty good. It was a good lunch. Beautiful day outside. I'm glad I'm feeling, like I said, much better. just sucks I can't go back to work because you have to be out at least 7 days from onset of symptoms, or 3 days fever free, whichever's longer. So I changed the air filter and the generator on the RV. I was going to do a whole plug change and all that, but I'm not too up on the specs on that generator, so I took it a little bit easy on that because I wanted to change the fuel filter on it. Found out it doesn't have an oil filter. Hey, if Dawn is still working, why aren't you quarantined to the RV? Well, because I'm home, she's not. I'm quarantined to the Harry Potter room at night. There's that. All right. So, I got the windows toned down a little bit. I'm going to do some highlighting. No, I want to go. Nope. I'm going to use a little ultramarine blue for highlighting. You're getting easy over there? What? How am I getting off easy? You want the virus? Come and get it. Did you hear this? Marty says I'm getting off easy. I told him if he wants the virus, come on over. I'll share. I'd make you live in the RV. Oh, that's really, tragic. That's not highlighting enough either. Boop, 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 boop. Just trying to find the right picture paint to highlight with. That's green. I want green. No green. Oh, that's really blue. All right, so I'm going to have to go to I tell you what, trying to find the right shade right now is a challenge. This might be what I want. Just good old turquoise. Zero Rush. Mix in some turquoise to the original blue. Okay. All right, so what's everybody been up to modeling game-wise? Let's hear from y'all. if you are in quarantine, does that mean more minis are getting finished? This is the first time I've actually sat down to do any. Because for several days I had no energy and essentially slept the whole day. I mean, the fatigue that hits you, it's unreal. Let's go down to one brush. I might have to go to a brighter color because I'm doing more shadowing than highlighting. Let's see. That's better. Clean that up a little bit. Yeah, I thought I'd get 2 vehicles done tonight. Ha! That ain't happening. Because every time I look at this, I'm like, I can do better. It's been so long since I painted. It looks like caca. And I want it better. Guys, if you didn't catch it earlier, remember this weekend is our next episode of the podcast. It's live for our Patreon subscribers. If you want to join the conversation, we'll be going live right around 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Theoretically speaking, obviously, sans any equipment, internet issues. But, yeah. Let me catch up. Sorry. Is that the table saw work you've been mentioning? Yes. Nearly got all my shelving done. My new nice. Board on top of the hobby table is last. To keep motivation for shelving to be completed. Technology seems to be the main enemy for sit rep. Well, It's because we're using kind of a hodgepodge system for the podcast. If we go down to the actual video production studio, which is down in the basement, it probably would work much better. And we're migrating that way. We just got 2 new PCs in to replace the old Apple Macs, iMacs that we have down there for the broadcasting software, because it's just a pain in the butt. Because at a certain point, the Macs won't upgrade anymore, and then everybody's upgrading their software, and then you have to have the latest iOS, and so we just decided to go with PCs, even though I liked the all-in-one of the Mac because it helps save space, but convenience won out in the end. I was never an Apple person to begin with, but I did like the iMac all-in-ones, so that's why. Can get an AIO PC. What is it? All right. I thought I was pretty tech savvy. What's an AIO? All in one. Duh. You're right. I could go that route. But I got some really good deals on some Dell refurbished through Dell, I think. So we're just gonna go that route and be good with it. Get them all set up, and then we did film. Need to figure out a good cover for the game table too. No one is painting on that. Oh, Dawn has joined in. Whew. The boss has spoken. You hear that, Marty? We can't paint on the hobby table. Not that we were going to. Just saying. Alright, we're going to use some intense red for the taillights. Wait, what? Which table? The game table in the studio downstairs, Marty. That's the one she's talking about. You can paint wherever you want. Not on that table. Not without some kind of protective cover. I would get killed. Alright, let us partake. If Jim and Jen ever made their way up north, I could check out the studio and we could do some hellacious talks and gameplay. We could do quite a bit of work. Sorry, guys, I have to. Pick out the tail lamps. There we go. Let that dry because I'll need another layer. Because I'm painting red. Let's see. Let's see. Well, except the middle of the highway, we could get killed a lot faster there. Well, airfares are really cheap right now. Wonder why. Time to buy. Come on up. We'll have a big gaming weekend. We'll make it a sit rep thing. We'll cook up some dead animals. Drink some ciders. It could be our own little convention since most of them have been canceled or moved. Just saying. Hope Dead Animals Live one's moving around. Hey, you are funny tonight, Jim. You are on fire. There's the tail lamps. I'm gonna hit them again later. Bring them up some more. Oh, we need some silver. 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 You know, I'm not really liking that glass after all. It looks like caca. I think I'm going to go to my old stand because look at it. It's all ugh. I don't like it. We're going to fix that and fix that quick. Speaking of Marty, my cider quota is low. I got to go buy Benny's. Hit them up. Or Woodman's. Wherever we can get pear cider from. But I'm assuming that's not considered an essential right now. Oh, come on. I'm going to explode this paint all over the place. I can feel it. I was feeling it. Where is my paint thingy? There it is. My miniature nail puncturer. Bonk. Bonk. Okay. So I've decided that this black, that we're just going to correct the glass, and I'm going to paint the effect because I'm not liking how this just doesn't look right. It looks sloppy. Try to get all fancy. Sometimes the simplest methods are the best methods. Guess I should have done a test vehicle first instead of using her. Because it's been so long since I painted. You feel like you regressed. You know, if you haven't painted in a long time. Because I honestly have not picked up a brush to do any painting since the last time Marty and I did a show. And it's definitely showing on my skill set here. Look at this. I'm gonna have to fix this. I need some water here. Paint needs to be thinned down a little bit. I mean, we could get Jim up here. We could have a game weekend, you know, make it a big thing. There's a couple hotels right nearby for people if we want to make it a big event for people to join us. And I bet we can get some good rates on it. And we have our whole downstairs basement that can easily fit, we've talked about 12 game tables if we had to, 10 to 12 we could put down there if we needed that many. I guess it depends on the game. That's better. That's better. Let's see. I haven't painted in 3 months. I spent like 6 weeks no painting. You're setting a very good example for Chris. I know, right? Chris, he's like the king of not painting. Just saying. We just hold a weekend after people are normal again, and just go to town and doing some serious painting weekend. Let's go back. Take it easy, folks. I hope to see everyone soon. Oh, have a good night, Jim. Let's go back. Do you have enough terrain for that many tables, though? No, but we can make it. We can build it. We'll come up with it. Depends on the games they're playing, right? I got the Alamo coming. We can use that for, it could be modern, desert, cartel, Adobe, whatever. And right now, there's some really good deals out there on terrain. And there's a new terrain set coming from Sarissa Precision that it's like the Mediterranean village or something like that. So, and then our buddies over at Black Site Studios have a lot of great terrain, and I bet you we could get some good stuff from them. I bet. So, which I need to follow up with those guys about our walls for our compound. I do. Don't worry, these will not look like this when I'm done. It's just the first layer, guys. Don't freak. Don't freak. So, I have to be honest, I've never been a big fan of painting vehicles. Some people have a knack for it. I get bored. But I'm going to do a good job. Because I'm a professional. Professional what? I don't know, but I am a professional. Okay. Just got to clean up. Looks better. Can't go wrong with the simple stuff, right? I can't regress if I've never progressed. That is 100% so much. Skovac says, I love building so much it makes the painting queue longer and longer. Ain't that the truth? I just built a table's worth of Middle Eastern terrain. Did you use corkboard for that? I saw your pictures. They look like corkboard. Yep, cool. Nice work. Nice work. All right, guys. Well, it's been an hour and a half. I think we put it for 2 hours, but I don't think I'm going to get done in the next half hour to the point I'm going to do this, and it is getting late and I want to be respectful of everybody's time. So please make sure you catch up with us on our next episode. Um, Maybe we can get Marty to do a video on how he built the buildings and everything from the corkboard. That'd be awesome. So guys, I really appreciate you joining me tonight. I know this was last impromptu. Um, I promise next time I'll be much better at it. We'll try to be there in the live broadcast this week. Great. If you can't, please know that we are appreciative of everything you guys do. Also, go back. I wanted to show you. Let me bring the camera on. Excuse my reach. But there, because you are one of our Patreon supporters, if I can get it to go. Da 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 da. Sorry, guys. There it is. All the Sergeant Sit Reps going to be going out to our Patreon subscribers, all printed and cleaned up. So they would have gone out earlier, but then all hell broke loose, and I was working 6 days a week, 18 hours a day, it seemed like. So, yes, those are from the 3D printer that likely isn't invented. You missed that conversation earlier, too, when I was talking about paint fumes from the 3D printer and the rattle can I just used to prime the models. So, guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Next time we get together, I'm hoping things have calmed down a little bit. I should be out of quarantine by then on the next Thursday's episode, and Marty will be back in the other chair. Maybe we can get the Wimmer. Maybe we can actually get him to paint something. That's funny. But thank you guys, everybody. Continue support. When we'll see you on Saturday. Yeah. All right. Take care, guys. Peace out.